Hi everyone, welcome to the Children Academy. In this video, we're going to be talking about Bootstrap 5 grids, that is responsive layouts. Let's proceed. So grid example, we have tagged to horizontal. Let's create a basic grid system that starts out tagged on extra small devices before becoming horizontal on larger devices. So the following example shows a simple that is tagged to horizontal two column layouts, meaning it will result in a 50 to 50% and split on this on all screens except for extra small screens, which will automatically stack to 100%. So let's create example. In this aspect, we'll remove this class and we'll give it container fluid. Then after that, we'll create a div, and inside this div, we'll give a class, which will be row, class, row. Then after that, inside this div, we'll create another div, which will give it class co, then we'll say co SM6. Then we'll give it BG primary. Then we can perhaps put a text inside. We can say, I'm trying this out. I'm trying this out. Okay, this out. Then after this div, we'll also create another div again, which will take class name, which will be co SM6, and we'll give it BG sources. And we can give it text should be white. Text white. Here, we can as well give this one to text white. Text should be white. Then we can say, I'm trying this out too. So now let's check it out. So this is just getting to see how it will get tagged. So this is it. But if we should give it F12 and we try to reduce our screen sizes, can you see they've tagged upon each other? It took the full width, which is 100%. So that is what we are talking about when we meant tagged. So let's move to the next part. So the next part says that we've done the example. So the next part says that the number in the col SM classes indicates how many columns the div should span out of 12. So the column SM1 spans 1 column, SM4 spans 4 column, SM6 spans 6 column. So note, make sure that the sum adds up to 12 or fewer. It is not required that you use all the 12 available columns. Let's move to the next part. Then the next one says that we have a responsive container. This also makes it responsive. So it says tip, you can turn any full width layout into a fixed width responsive layout by changing the container field to container. Let's move to the next part. So we have the auto layout column. So in Bootstrap 5, there's an easy way to create equal width columns for all devices. Just remove the number from .co and the size and use the only .co size class on a specified number of col elements. Bootstrap will recognize how many columns there are, and each column will get the same width. The size classes SMMD determines when the column should be responsive. So if we have it like this, Bootstrap automatically understand what we are trying to say. If we have it like this, Bootstrap automatically understand what we are trying to say. So let's create our own example. So we can just leave this row, and inside this row, we can give it a div. Then the div, we can come here and say class. They will say co SM. They will give it BG primary, and we'll say text should be white, and we'll give it padding, which is 3. Then we can come here and say 1 of 2, and we'll create the same div again, which will give a class, which will be co SM. They will give it BG dark, and we'll give it text, which will be white, and we'll also give it T over 3. Sorry, P over 3. Then we'll say 2 of 2. Now let's see it. Then this is one. Now we'll create another div again. Let's see how many examples. So we are creating this one and we are creating this one. We've created this one, now let's create some. So we've created another div again. I will give a class, which will be row. Oh, I'm writing outside. So which will be row. Then inside there, we'll give it a div. And inside this div, we'll give a class, which will be SM, which will be co SM, and we'll give it BG primary. They'll give it text, which will be white, and we'll give it padding, which will be 3. Then in this place, we can say 1 out of 4. 1 of 4. We'll create another one again. We'll create another div. We'll create another div, and inside this div, we'll give it another class. We'll say co-sm bg dark text should be white, and we'll give it p, which is 3. Then we'll call this one 2 of 4. We'll create everything. We'll also do another one again. We'll give a class, which is co-sm bg bg warning, and text white, text should be white. I will give it P3. Then we'll call this 3 of 4. Now the final div, we'll give it another div. I will call class. Then we'll give it co, which will be SM, and we'll give it BG danger or info, and we'll give it text white P3. And we'll say 4 out of 4. 4 of 4. So this is called auto layout colon. Now let's check it out. So this is auto layout colon. So this is 1 of 2, then 2 of 2. So this is 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4. So everything spans up to. So this takes 4, this takes 4, this takes 4, and everything spans up to 12. I hope you understand that. Now let's move to the next part. And lastly, we have the grid options. We say the following table summarizes how Bootstrap 5 grid system works across different screen sizes. We have the prefix. So this is how it works on smaller sizes. The grid behavior is horizontal at times. The width container is none. It gives auto. It is suitable for portrait phone. And then we have out of colons is 12. And it has different. So we have everything. We have for small, which is collapsed to start horizontal above breakpoint. The width container is 540. It can landscape phones 12. Then medium collapsed to start horizontal above breakpoint. Then we have 720, and so on and so forth. You can just read through to understand. They all have the gutter width of same thing. Oh yes, but this is where we have portrait phones, landscape phones, tablet, laptops and desktop. That's extra large. Then we also have laptop and desktop, and perhaps TV. We can also say that. So thank you for watching this video. Please do follow us across all socials at Tech Academy. See you next time. Bye.